man. So, of course, they passed this stimulus check bill, and everybody's patiently waiting. And you're gonna have to wait 3 weeks to get this stimulus check from the government, while everybody's suffering in quarantine and out of work, and like over 3 million Americans have filed for unemployment, and taking 3 weeks to send this check. Really more than that, because they already said this about 2 weeks ago. So add another three onto that. So about a month and some change for a $1,250 check that's probably going to be gone in a couple of hours. And I think really based off where you live should determine how much you get. Because if you live in California, what's $1,200? If you live in my hometown, if you live in New York or Philly, Jersey, what the fuck is $1,200? You know what I'm saying? If you live in Alabama, that might be a lot. But depending on your situation, how many kids you got, whatever you would need. Now, speaking of children, now there are some exemptions to who gets these checks. The homeless people obviously won't get one. People who really need it the most. People who owe taxes can still get a check. People like myself who owe student loans can still get a check, but people who owe child support don't. And I'm like, what the fuck? So people who owe child support will be exempt from this. Millions of men, and it's a few women, but millions of men will not receive a stimulus check no matter if they're out of work or not. And on top of that, they still got to pay child support. So can you imagine if you owe child support already, you're kind of trying to catch up on your payments, and then on top of that, you've been out of work. It's rough out here. Let's be honest. When you talk about child support started in 1975. I don't know the exact pie graph chart numbers, how many men are on it, but I'm assuming more black men are on child support than white guys. And that's not because black men are worse fathers than white guys, but that's the way the system was designed and structured. I can't break down the percentages. And I know a few white guys that's on it, but I know more black men in general, so of course I know more black men that's on it. My father was on child support for a few years at one point, but child support came out in the 70s during that whole welfare divorce high rate. In the 70s, you had for the first time a lot of black families started getting divided, and the government came in and said, you don't need a black man in the house, we'll take care of you. Black women couldn't even apply for welfare or food stamps if they had a black man in the house at one point. It was designed to break up the family structure and to get him out of there. And a lot of black women never really looked at it that way, but that's what it was. The government basically said, we'll be the father of the house. We'll take care of the family. We'll send you WIC. We'll send you food stamps. We'll put him on child support. And if he doesn't pay, we'll lock his ass up for 10 years. That's the type of shit that it started around. So now, and child support has affected black families and black men more than anybody in this country. So think about all of the millions of black men that are on child support that owe, because a lot of them niggas, a lot of niggas do make their payments. But how could you make a payment in the last few weeks if you was out of work, And if you owe, you're not getting anything. And I think that's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. Now, is there some deadbeat fathers out here? Of course. But not everybody who's on child support is deadbeats. And you got some cats that's just, it's hard out here for niggas to get jobs and to really make do. And the way the system is set up, it's always been based off of how much you earn, what's your income. I remember one time Michael Jordan was paying something crazy, like, because he was a millionaire. Michael Jordan was paying something stupid like $250,000 a month. Like, what the, like it costs that much to take care of two kids. I know people who take care of more kids than that with 20, 30,000 a year. So, the system is fucked up. And I was just like, wow. As I'm thinking, when they talk about exemptions, I'm thinking, okay, taxes. You owe taxes, no check. You owe, whatever. But no, you didn't do the census, no check. But no, all of that is cool. Just the niggas who owe child support, they don't get nothing. That the government is basically telling y'all, fuck y'all niggas. We took the kids away. We put you on child support, which is like an allowance they draw out of your check every week. And by the way, you're not getting a relief check, because that's what the stimulus check is supposed to be, a relief check for those who have been out of work in the last, a month now going on. And nobody's going to get anything that owes. I think that's real fucked up and shiesty. And like I said, once again, America's showing you their true colors, how they really feel about niggas. And it's tough, man. But $1,250 is, I don't think that's gonna fix the situation. It's a ghost town out here, man. It's really, it's some foul shit going on. When we find out the real truth and the heart of the situation of the coronavirus, it'll be a good movie. It'll be a good documentary. Plenty of those. But this is some real unfortunate situations that have come across us, and some foul shit, dog. So yeah, I'm still not even. I'd be surprised if I got one. I don't owe child support, but I'm one of them people. I gotta see it to believe it. So I'm like, all right, y'all keep saying that $1,250. All right, when I see it, I'll see it. Till then, I gotta still do me and hustle and grind because I'm not dependent on nobody to take care of me. But for people who have no choice, that backs are against the wall, that need what they need this. I seen a video. Some woman was rolling up a blunt in her car, stressed out, talking about, I don't know what to do with my kids. Y'all need to give us weed for free. Fuck that stimulus check. I don't know what to do with my kids. These kids is getting on my nerves. For the first time, people can no longer shove their kids away and send them to school for 7, 8 hours or go to work for 8 hours. You gotta fucking deal with these badass kids you made now. You know, and that's one of the good things about this shit. People are being forced to be with their husbands, wives, grandmothers, grandparents, kids, the people that they love, but they don't really like. You just tolerate them. Now you ain't got no fucking choice. So make do what you may do, but yeah, you know, for the brothers out there that owe child support, man, won't get a check, and unfortunately, I don't even. Some niggas probably don't even know they won't get a check, and it's gonna be disappointing when they open up that mailbox and they get that notice, or they find out via video or some kind of information that they won't get none. That they gonna be swinging in the air like Trey on Boys in the Hood. I know I would be. That's gotta be a fucked up feeling. I had a friend of mine a few years ago. This was like 10 years ago. We was working at some bum ass plant. We wasn't making that much money, and he had to pay $100 a week. You know, and we probably was making maybe 1,500 a month. We wasn't making shit. You know, so it's real. It's real. You know what I mean? It takes a big percentage of someone's income, and it's not fair. And I don't know any nigga that actually pays child support that isn't a good father to his kids. I know cats that pay child support that don't even get to see their kids. You know, baby mama play all kind of games with them. Oh, you'll see them Saturday. Saturday come, they don't answer the phone. Shit like that. But you know, all my cats out there that's, you know, in the struggle, man. Keep your head up, man. Better days will come, but it's rough out here, dog.